Got to test that mic. What up? What up? What up? As you know, it's your boy Ricky D checking in with another episode of the Sports Corner from the 216 every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time because you know that's the new one. But yeah, what's good, 216? You already know you're locked in. Sports Corner from the 216. Tonight we're gonna be talking about, of course, the draft. Shout out to them Browns. They did what they needed to do. Yeah, they did what they needed to do and a little bit more. And a little bit more. Cause you already know if it's Cleveland, we own it. If it's national, we gonna break it down. This Sports Corner from the 216 with your boy Ricky D. We taking chats tonight. You could try calling in, but like I said, I'm about to probably switch the number for the call in. But if you want to chat, if you online with us right now, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Sports Corner from the 216, Facebook page, Sports Corner from the 216, TikTok, Sports Corner from the 216, YouTube. So you already know. Let's get into it. I want to start off with the draft, but the draft was too big. So we're gonna get in and talk about these Cavaliers and these Guardians because they've been bamboozling. We've been bamboozled lately. Did I pick the? We've been bamboo. Okay, that one sound better right there. Swashbuckle. Hey, I'll be having fun with my sound effects. I need to grab the other board. The other board you could put like exclusive. Right now, I just be playing with it. We over here YouTube live streaming. Tune in. Let me see what's going on over here. See if we got some participants. Okay, we live YouTubing. Let me see what's going on over here on this Facebooking. See, that's why I always keep one ear open because it's like when you got the mic, see, you be wanting to hear yourself also, not just through the mic, through the earphones, rather. Yeah, we live. We live. Yeah, man, but them Cavs, man, they kind of disappointed me. I was talking about the Raptors, and they done came back. They must have heard me say they was extinct. Hey, I called them boys extinct. They was like, oh no, we still alive, bruh. Came back. Now it's 2-2. And from what happened in the last couple of games, they turn over crazy. Mobley and Allen ain't really been adding to the help, but somebody tried to say they was trying to say. I say, yeah, it's the coaching, man. When it comes to the playoffs, it's the coaching. coaching is what that's what they get paid for, the playoffs. When you make it to the playoffs, because it's all about matchups. If you can't find that matchup, you could be in for a rude awakening. If you can't find that matchup, see, I think Harden had 19 and 8. Mitchell had 20, but Allen and Mobley ain't even hit double figures. Mobley had like 15. I think Allen had 15 rebounds. Um, but what really is the problem is they got to shooting up them threes last night trying to come back when they was already up with like 4 5 minutes left in the game. They was up like 8. They should have just played steady ball, and they get too happy. They get to thinking they in the regular season. The playoffs ain't the regular season. Then they might have to go in further into that bench because all they bench players ain't participating. Miro had like 12. Um, Schroeder had like 8, but they shut him down. But at the same time, the 4 and 5 seeds in the NBA playoffs, them usually be the best games though, because they the most evenly matched teams more than likely. Even though the Cavs was playing mostly hurt, so they really still learning to gel. That could be one of their problems. But like I was saying from the beginning of the playoffs, let Harden handle the ball, let him make. But Harden was making. He had the most turnovers. Yeah, Harden had the most turnovers. Yeah, Harden had the most turnovers. But what I'm saying is Harden controlled the pace. Mitchell, when you see a mismatch, but that's what they've been doing. They've been double and triple teaming Harden and Mitchell because they must don't believe that the big man got no game in him. And then Wade, they might have to go to Wade. Wade might have to become the first option. Dean Wade, he playing. He been matching up against Scotty Barnes, I think, but he was doing a good job because Scotty Barnes ain't no joke. You know, he won the Rookie of the Year. Him and Mobley come out the same year too. So Mobley got to step it up, man. All his doing. See, I was giving Mobley the props. He was looking good, but you know what? Hey, Mobley, it's time to don't even worry about the Beijing, bruh. Yeah, Mobley he be wearing them Beijing lineups. Yeah, go and enhance me. Nah, not this way, bruh. We ain't doing that. But yeah, they don't play again until Wednesday. Game time. It's a home game for us Cleveland fans. But yeah, it's Wednesday too. Be announced. But to take this series because two that's just now you got to exert all that energy. You could have came home, rested up, and got ready for whoever who you got to face next. Now you gotta exert more energy because now you gotta win. Like Wednesday when they play, they gotta win or they go back to Toronto. Then you gotta play around in Toronto again. Then you might have a 7 game series. This why it's best to just I think no, we was second. No, I think we was first seed last year and still got whooped in the second round. So man, I'm starting to think it could be the players, but it could be the coaching also because no, because we only got one actual new player, and that's Harden. So maybe them players need to step it up, or insert old boy Tomlin or Bryant. Ain't no reason to have them on the bench. Allen and Mobley bull crapping. Let them young boys Brian them get in there, see what they can do. Give them about 5, 10 minutes just to see what they can do, how they handle the limelight. Because this, like I say, in the playoffs, the NBA playoffs, that's when a lot of NBA players like establish themselves, and then we start knowing who they are. Their name get big because if don't nothing matter, the playoffs matter. And if you can show up in the playoffs, you get way more respected than when it's just regular season and you're doing some stuff. Because regular season, you might be playing a team that don't even really care about winning today. So your stats might be up because wasn't nobody really playing. But yeah, they got to get it together, man. You know, Mobley, like I say, Mobley is really the X factor, but I guess he ain't got it in him, man. He got to get, man, wake up, bro. See, that's why in all sports, when people even though you might sign a big contract, you still, that contract should be more incentive based than anything. Like, say for instance, he got the max. He shouldn't get paid like the max unless he's playing like he deserves the max. But it's still like a base set salary that they get just for being on the team and signing the contract. But to reach all that money, I need you to average 20 points this season, at least 20. I need you to average 20 and 10. I need you to get us through the first round of the playoffs. I need you to average this many points in the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? Like, same thing with football. Like, I need to see you earn all this money you getting paid, man, because a lot of people get paid and they don't really have the desire anymore. Like, if I know I'm getting paid that type of money to play a sport that I probably play for free, man, I'm about to go out there. You gonna be like, where, man? You ain't gonna be able to stop me unless you put the whole team on me, and I might dribble through them. And if you doing all that, that means 2, 3 other players open. So, hey, court vision. See, that's where we need Brian. Brian. We if Brian was on the team, we'd be coming home with a sweep. We'd be sweep. We the squad the Cavs got it. You throw LeBron on there, man. We sweeping Toronto. We sweeping. We going through the whole playoffs, beating up on people. We might lose 1 or 2 games throughout the playoffs. That's why I hope LeBron do come back and do the little farewell tour with his original team, and hopefully we can take it all the way there. Story be written. But like I say, man, Tomlin and Bryant, they need to get an opportunity though, or they need to get Allen and Mobley more involved. And then when they do get the ball, Mobley got a couple of moves. Allen ain't really got no moves. That could be his problem. So Bryant got the jumper. Bryant knocked down threes. So I put Bryant in for Allen because then that opens up the floor some more, the rim. So now Mobley got all that space down there. Cause I always said Mobley and Allen don't really play well together. Cause if you ever notice during the season, especially when we first got Harden, Allen was playing good because Mobley was gone. Then Allen got hurt, and then Mobley's numbers went up. They can't play together. It's point blank. I always said, even if when they with Garland, one of him or Mitchell, one of them had to go, and Allen and Mobley, one of them got to go. Mobley got more moves, but he's more expensive. But Allen gonna give you the same numbers though. At the end of the game, you getting the same amount of points, you getting the same amount of rebounds, you probably getting the same everything. It's just the way when Mobley points look more exciting than Allen's because Allen's is usually facing the basket, dunking. You know what I'm saying? Mobley got a couple of moves. He might dribble, take a dude from the top of the key. You know what I'm saying? He might even bag somebody down and do like a fadeaway. He got more moves in his archive. But yeah, man, them Cavs, man, they better get it together. Cause are they is it am I overreacting or is it reality? Leave it in the comments. Send me a DM. Let me know if you want to discuss it on the next episode. But before I slide on off into the next segment, you all whoop, whoop. Man, the Cavs, man, they disappoint, man. They disappointed me though. I thought they had me talking all that crap about Toronto for them to make me look like a fool. But that last segment was sponsored by Brewed Euphoria Coffee. But yeah, them Guardians, man, talking about them Guardians. This might be a quick show today, y'all, because I had a little frustrating moment earlier. You know, when you get see AI make customer service horrible. It's not customer service. It's just the robot talking. You're not being. They just said to you too, man. They need to just if a person call in, you should get straight to a person. All that the AI so you can get to the right department and all of that, man. Come on. AI, you can't use AI for everything. Some stuff need actual human interactions. AI will never be a human because it wouldn't be it without the human. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't even have a thought. It wouldn't know none of that unless the human told it. So, I'm just saying, man. What y'all think? Is it what's up with these guards? We just lost 2 series. We come home, we play Tampa. They bats. It's the bats because when I go check the scores and stuff, the scores be low. We don't be having no runs. So the pitching be trying, but the pitcher can only hold up so long if you ain't hitting it. If the offense ain't, it's the same thing as in football or basketball. If the offense ain't working, the defense got to work harder. Yeah, but we still in first. We tied with Detroit though. Jose got the most home runs on the team, which is 6. Ruccio, he batting 278. That's the best on the Western end. But between the two of them, they the stat leaders. Just between the two and all the stats. Then you got the Lotter second in most of them. But the bats need to get hot, man. Excuse me. The Lotter went on a little. I don't know if he heard. I'm gonna have to check it out. But he was hitting them home runs at first. He ain't hit a home run since. And I was talking about where he hit 40. See, this is why you can't get so excited until the play is actually playing up to the level of excitement that you got in you. Do that sound right? But yeah, man. Them bats, man. We just lost the 2 series. Toronto was Toronto was bad for us because Cavs went up there. and lost 2 games, and then the Guardians lost the series. Man, but before I go all the way into the Guardians, it's still early in the season, so we got to just keep watching them because in a minute they're gonna start bringing up people from the farm, from the lower divisions, and then by All Star, it's gonna be we're gonna be looking at a whole nother. I ain't gonna say a whole nother team, but half of that team gonna be moved around. People gonna be in different batting orders. You know, you might have a different starting rotation. The bullpen been switched up, and it's still open season for trades and stuff like that. So, but getting back to basketball, we got Detroit and the Magic tonight. Detroit up two. No, the Magic up 2-1. Minnesota and Denver. Minnesota up 3-1, but Anthony Edwards is out though with a knee bruise. That would have been a good game, but they say the one kid he stepped up and helped them out. But yeah, man, this Sports Corner from the 216. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube. We got a Kick account. We got Twitch, we TikTok, Instagram. Most places where you find streaming or social media, you'll find one of the pages. But preferably like and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you share also. It's your boy Ricky D, Sports Corner from the 216. So what y'all been up to though? Like have y'all what how y'all was feeling about the draft? Did it make you feel um hopeful? Like some would say, yeah, hopeful. Um, do you have more faith? Do you see a difference? Do you see the Browns making improvement? Did they improve or are they just still the same old Browns? Because we got a whole new offensive line. We got like 3 people in free agency. We traded for someone, gave them a new contract. We just drafted 3 linemen in the first 4 rounds. We got 3 linemen. But guess we got 2 top-notch receivers. We came up on the top-notch safety. Our first 4 picks were rated as first-round picks. So that right there, you won the draft, and all the rest of the picks is extra. And they even was not. We got a couple tight ends. We got us a linebacker. We picked up 2 more picks for next year. And I remember when I did my first mock draft. This was back in like January, and people was blasting me, but I damn near got what the Browns drafted, but I ended up with like 14 picks this year, um, 4 second round picks, 2 third rounds, and a fourth for next year. This was my first mock draft, and I got Lamu, um, Boston. I had to look at it, but I cleaned up though. And they was trying. People was, you ain't even get a first. But I bet you now they like, damn, that one guy from Sports Corner, he did that mock draft. He slammed it. He took, boy, I was, man. But yeah, out of the tab, the most of the national media gave the Browns like an A plus. The next best team was the Jets. This according to the census though. So the Browns with that defense, if we could solidify the quarterback spot, they drafted a quarterback too, Taylor Green. That's another thing. the local media been kind of hyping that up. You know, anytime it's a quarterback situation, because Cleveland, we ain't had a real quarterback steady in so long that quarterback just always the main topic. That's why I always say I don't know what people gonna do if when we finally have like a quarterback and a winning team. I don't think they gonna know how to report because that's like how Shador was like, man, can we be positive? But the Saints, I feel like the Saints reached because they picked it before us. We had traded to KC from 6 to 9. They got Jordan Tyson. We got Spencer Fano. But a lot of people think because I said it, I'm like, man, if Tate get picked before the 6, the Browns gonna trade down. They traded at like right after the 6 pick, but they came up to me though. I wasn't really too high on the KC Concepcion dude, but as I watched more video on him, like he really like he catch that ball his own. Like that's like supposed to be his flaw. He dropped a lot of balls, but it wasn't really a lot compared to the plays he made. So that's like doing you rounding it out. Like okay, he make way more plays than dropping a pass. And when he fights too, and then you got Denzel Boston big 6'4", 215, and watching his highlights, you see him showing like hand catch. Like I caught this with my hands. Like I ain't will it in. This just all hand control right here. That's why I've been wanting Boston from the beginning. That was my first receiver on the board. Tate I wound up favoring Tate after I watched more film on him. But I also thought about how Jeremiah Smith was on the other side, so that gave Tate more opportunity. But he won his opportunities, and I think he only got like 2 drop balls in his college career. Same for Boston, but I feel like we came up. We one of them might break out and be a true number one because Monken did say that Concepcion he was gonna play him on the outside. So in a way, I kind of see a trade coming. But if not, we got a deep receiver room. We got the 2 rookies. We got McCorley. We got Judy. We got Tillman, and we got Bond. Then you still got Thrash and the little short guy from last year. So it's a battle, or somebody about to get traded. But yeah, I'm getting back to the reaches, man. The Saints reached for Jordan Tyson, but the biggest reach for me was the Rams with the Ty Simpson dude. But Stafford is up there in age. But word through the grapevine is McVay wasn't too excited about that pick, so they might have cut. I mean, it's probably the end of the McVay era over in L.A. because they went over his head and said we want Ty Simpson. But yeah, the Browns though, getting back to their draft from last year, like we about to be one of the youngest teams, man. It's a real youth movement going on. We got because the linemen, even the backups, okay, some of the linemen they signed, they elder, but you want your linemen to be experienced because they know how to see things that the younger person, the quarterback, like for example, Shador, even though Watson was looking good at the voluntary OTAs last week. They got some more this week, and then I think May 8th is when rookie mini camp start. But it's a youth movement going on. Then they, like I say, they drafted Taylor Green. He was like one that had some of the best numbers at the combine. But he a quarterback. Some people said he might switch over, but they said he gonna be a quarterback. If anything, it might be Dylan out the way, and then they teach Green to, be a little better, and then he gonna probably be the backup next year for Shador, because Shador with these offensive pieces, if he can't excel, he ain't the man. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's no excuses. You got too many pieces. You got Fannin, you got Junkins, you got Sampson, you even got Raheem Sanders, you got Denzel Boston, you got Isaiah Bond, you got KC Concepcion, you got Judy, you got Tillman, you got McCorley. You have offensive weapons to your. Even the little Joyer dude from Cincinnati, I was liking him because I had him in one of my mocks too. He a nice blocking receiver. He more a receiver, but he a block. But the biggest out of all them draft picks, I feel like Boston was the biggest, the best pick, because if you all you got to do is go watch Denzel Boston film tape, highlight reels, whatever. Then they say Fano, he been playing right, but they lining him up at left. And most of our line is interchangeable too. That's something else I've been learning. Like, most of the linemen are interchangeable. But yeah, of course Miles the face of the team, but the way Miles been acting, and they on this youth movement, and if somebody come with a boatload, I could see them trading Miles. They just gotta wait after June 1st, because someone with the money. And then, War hometown, but even he was talking that mess when Miles was hollering last year. So, trade Ward too. Ward and Miles, get rid of anybody over 30. Look at but I'm just saying, it's youth movement. By the time they get to that stadium in 2029, we gonna be contending. Because most of these players is gonna be third, fourth year players. Some of them gonna be need contract renewals or whatever. But I could see the squad being steady and at least a 10 to 12 win team for the next few years. Yeah. Andrew Berry, it's all about Berry. That's why Berry's still here and everybody else gone. Yeah. But did you feel like the Browns improved? If so, leave a comment or chime in with the chat. We taking live chats too. Don't just be peeking in. Participate. Yeah, I'm just japped about the draft. I can't wait till the actual training camp start. And Monken said he wanted to have a starting quarterback by training camp. Yeah, I could see, man. I could see a lot going on. But do you think it's an overreaction or a reality? Like, am I overreacting? Am I getting too excited right now? Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this show. I'm gonna call this one. I really wanted to go in, but I wanted to chime in with some of my followers, supporters, but ain't no interaction. So, we gonna just be happy the Browns had this good draft. This your boy Ricky D checking out. But don't forget, from playoff battles to draft reactions, this is where real sports conversations happen. Partner with Sports Corner from the 216 to reach the culture directly. In the end, every team tells you eventually who they are. And this your boy Ricky D signing out. This Sports Corner from the 216 live on YouTube. at Sports Corner 216. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to share. I'm out.